Hi and welcome. I'm John and this is Unique Game Terrain. Guys, welcome back. For everyone that's new, this is a Let's Build video. What are Let's Build videos, what they're about. Well, Let's Build video, I take a model kit and I'll show you how to put it together. If there's any areas of concern on the sprue, as in anything's numbered wrong, I'll let you guys know. If there's any areas of concern on the sprue where things are thin and difficult to clean down, like chains or pipes or anything like that, you have to be careful because you break it. Again, it's to give you a heads up. If you're interested in a faction, a new faction you don't have, or interested in models for a faction you already exist, that you already have, you know, you're not sure how difficult it is to build, again, this is a visual aid to help you. If you suffer with dyslexia or just struggle with instructions in general, again, this is just a complete visual aid to help you guys out. So for all my regulars here, guys, I feel love, thank you very much. I'll see you in a minute. Now, so you would have seen from the thumbnail, I'm building a shield captain in Aurelius Terminator Armour. I hope I pronounced that right, or butchered that, I don't know. So, as always, tools needed. This is from the Shadow Throne box, by the way. So when you buy if you buy this model in the Custodes box, I don't know if he comes as part of a squad and you make one of them into him, or if he is a command squad box and again one of them turns it, or if it's just you buy the box and it's the normal guys, but you can make one of them into. I don't know. If anyone knows that, just chuck it below and let me know. But tools needed as always. Clippers, useful part of our kit. This is a mold line scraper. Now you can use a surgical blade, or you can use like a hobby knife or something like that. If you're using a sharp blade, just be careful because it's sharp, and let anyone in the house know you're using that so nobody scares you by accident. It's a plastic kit, so we have plastic glue. And I have another lovely tool that I use. It's a sanding sponge. Now you can have sanding sponge or sanding block. You get them in a hardware shop. Somewhere between the wallpaper and the sanding paper, you know, that's where it usually is. And before I go any further, my hands are in bits because I've been doing turf. Turf is a fuel source that's used to put into the burner at winter times. Whatever oil is in it and minerals in it, it just as you see, it just destroys my skin. But I have to get it done. So the first thing we do, to everyone that's new, we look at the sprue to ascertain what's what, to make life easier. Now, on this sprue, there are loads of different bits of custodian models. Now, I think the one we need is in this corner only. So we're going to just focus on this corner. So there's the body, there's the back of the body, there's arm, there's cloak, there's all these like greaves and shoulder bits and whatnot. There's feet. Head's all up here, so I don't know if that's going to be one of those ones, or I'll find out afterwards. But the first piece is needed, and number 33, which is this bit, and number 34, which is this bit. Again, if this comes in a box and this is the box that it comes in, like this, then the numbers should be correct. But if not, and the numbers are numbered differently to what you get, because that's been made apparent to me. Sometimes I'm going through these model kit and instructions and everything else, and someone's bought the kit afterwards, or bought the kit from a different box, and the things are numbered differently. So I always show you the parts so you can see the parts. If it's numbered differently to what you have, at least you can see the parts and know what's what. I'm going to snip these off, clean these down, show you how they go together. Well, so it's very straightforward. This piece just clips into there, like so. Okay. Now when you're gluing it, you need to just get rid of those little join lines by just running a little bit of plastic glue along there. Now just seal that in nicely. I'm going to glue that together and then come back for the next pieces. The next pieces I need are number 36, number 38, which is his feet. I'm going to snip those off, clean those down, show you how they go on. Number 36, which is this one, goes on this side of the model. And then number 38 goes on that side of the model. Right, so number 36 goes on this side, like that. Connects into there. Okay, so I'm going to, yeah, it just glues into there. So I'm going to glue that on, and then number 38 glues in there. Okay, but when you glue it in, don't glue it so his foot's up like this. Try and glue it as flat as possible. Okay, it should just clip in one way. Yeah, and glue those in place, then come back for the next pieces. My next two pieces I need number 37, which is this piece, and number 39. Number 37 is going on this side, and number 39 is going on that side. So I'm going to snip and clean them. I'll show you how it goes on. Right, so number 37 just goes on over the top there. Just give you your foot and a little lovely piece at the front of them. And then number 39 does the same thing on this one. It's the same thing, but it connects in there. Yeah. So where you see where that ball is on the side of the foot, there's a little curve in the piece that goes in there. So I'm going to glue them into place and then come back to you for the next piece. Right, so the next two pieces we need, number 41, which is this hand with his finger pointing, and number 43, which is the top of the bolter, which stun bolter I think it is. So I'm going to cut those off, clean those down, show you how they go together. It's very straightforward. There's a little slot in the arm. And there's a slot in the gun. That just goes on over the top like so. I have to be dropping it. And one of those days today, so that just slots on there. Okay, so I'm going to glue it into place. And you can see there's a few horrible little bits at the back here where the sprue just doesn't want to seem to come off. So I'm going to glue that all in. I'm going to glue that on, and then all I need to do is run a little bit of glue just along that little bit there to get rid of it. And I'll come back to you for the next piece. So the next piece I need is number 35, which is this amazing cloak. When the camera decides to start acting bollocks, look at the detail on there. Absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to snip it down and clean that down, and I'll show you how that goes on and how the arm goes on. Right, so let's start with this piece. At the bottom of his backpack there's a funny little, see I'm running the glue in. A little bit there. There's a little lip in there, see it? That just slides in there like so. That's an amazing, amazing cloak. Now his arm goes in here. As you'd imagine, that side of the arm, that side of the body. It's flat piece onto flat piece, so it's not that difficult to do. You end up with that. Looking good. So we're going to go on to the next pieces now. Right, so now we need number 61, which is this amazing piece here. I'm going to snip it clean and show you how it goes on. Right, so top of this is a funny little bit there. The front part of him. There's slots in there like so. Okay, so I'm going to glue that into place and I'll come back to you for the next pieces. Now, so the next pieces are number 48 and 49. Number 48 is going on this side, number 49 is going on that side. I don't think it really matters because they look very similar to me. No, it does matter because there's two little nooks on the back of them, so they have specific points to go into. So I'm going to snip those off, clean those down, and I'll show you how they go on. Right, so number 48, see that little lip there? There's a little bit on there that just slots into that. There we go, see the little nip in this piece, and a little bit sticking out of the cloak. And on the other side, I think I've actually cleaned it off. There's a little bit here. Try to how thorough I am, and I sort of cleaned it off, but there's a little hole there you can see. So that just slots onto there. So I'm going to glue those into place, and we'll come back for the next piece. Right, I think this is the weapon now. So we need number 50, which is not that one. I need number 50, which is this one here. Yeah. And then it's telling me I have the option of doing 13 or 14. There's 14, there's 13. One of them's a spear, the other one's an axe. They both look absolutely fantastic. I'm going to go with number 14, just because I like the way this is, and I can actually do some really nice work on that. So I'm going to snip that piece off, and number 50, clean them down. I'll show you how they go together. And just be very careful with this piece, because as you can see, the base was really white. I nearly took that off. But it's very simple. There's a pin, there's a hole, just slots on there like so. So I'm going to glue that into place, and then come back to you for the next piece. As the next piece we need is one of the heads. Any head you want. Let's look at mine so we can have a good look. So there's 3 unhelmeted heads. Actually fantastic. There's 3 helmeted heads again, which is still fantastic. I'm going to go with an unhelmeted head, just because I'm going to go with this one here. Just because I want him to stand up from the rest. Right, so as you already guessed it, head goes in here. So I'll whack it in there now on camera. If I drop it, I'll do something else with him. If I put him in, as you can see, it's all the wrong way around. So what I do is use my little crafting knife to get him into place. And the arm with his weapon on it goes on this side. Put some glue in there. I'm going to sit and hold it off camera. Right, so the next piece needed is the number 3, and these are all the same. So I'm going to snip one off, clean it down, and I'll show you how it goes on. Right, so this piece is very simple to go on. As you see, it's freestanding. Looks absolutely fantastic. This just slots on the top, like so. Okay. So there's a little hole on top. I'll show you where they spoil in a minute. But it just slots onto there. As you can see, the top piece has these 2 little whispers that come down and around. They sit around the front of him. Yeah. So I'm going to glue that into place and then come back to you for the next piece. Right, next piece we need is number 52. This one has like little bits of hair sticking out of it, whereas the others, they're not as prominent. This is a lot bigger. I'm going to snip it down, clean it down, and I'll show you how it goes on. And we need number 51 as well, which is you. No, it's not you. This one here. So I'm going to snip both of them off, clean them down, and show you how they both go on. Right, so we drop a bit of glue in this top little hole there on the headrest, on the top of it that we just put on. And there's a little pin that goes into the hole, just like that. I'm going to have to hold this. Yeah, I think I have to hold this. Right, and the dagger, this is the back of the dagger. As you can see, there's a funny little thing there, little V shape, and that's for the bottom of that. So it literally glues onto there. So I'm going to glue that into place and then come back to you for the last 2 bits. The last 2 bits we need, number 59 and number 60. Number 59 is for this side, number 60 is for that side. I'm going to snip and clean them, and I'll show you how one goes on. The other one goes on the same way. This is very straightforward. There's a little hole there, and it shows as a pin, so it just slots on there. It's going to be very difficult to get this one on, I think. I'm going to get some glue on it anyway. We could try and give it a go. Looks like one to me that's going to be an off camera job. So that should just slot over the top, slide into place. Very nice, very easy. Surprisingly, usually when something's very easy like that and I put it on camera, it decides it wants to mess around. So it goes over the top. Of course, exactly what I just said. There we have it. It also goes on a 40mm base. Now in boxes where you have multiple different base sizes, there's always a little table at the front of the book. For those of you who haven't seen it or didn't even realise it was there, that's the table there. So we've got this little guy. That should be a 25mm base. Yeah, that's how it works. Sorry about the flashing of the light. This should be a 40mm base. There's a 40mm. Fits in there nicely. Yeah, that is how that basically works. This is my second Custode. I actually love this guy. I mean, it's actually fantastic. The difficulty rating for this guy, I would probably give him a 3. He's not that difficult. There's not too many fiddly parts. The head crest sights sit and hold for about maybe 30 seconds before it took. It's not, for me, with this part, it was just a sprue that's still attached to the here and there that I couldn't really get the angle into. Namely on the back of the bolter or on the bottom of the staff there, I couldn't really get the angle into to snip it. But it's, you know, I got it up eventually, it's not a problem. Spike had to be careful because I nearly broke that off. But yeah, I'm very happy with this. Very happy with this guy. There's a lot more detail on them than I first thought. It's an absolutely fantastic model though. I'll show you some pretty pictures and you'll see what I'm talking about afterwards. So guys, if you've enjoyed this video, it's helped you in any way, hit the subscribe button because it costs you absolutely nothing and helps the channel out in a massive way. Turn your notifications on so you don't miss anything I produce. For everyone else, you know, just support the channel for as long as you have. Thank you guys, it means so much to me. Everyone smash the thumbs up button so it triggers YouTube to share this video to more people. I'm going to bring you down and show you some pretty pictures. But until next time guys, take it easy.